Hello, everyone, and welcome to this beginner's guide to drawing materials. In this video, we will be discussing all the necessary tools and materials that you need to kickstart your journey as an artist. Whether you are an absolute beginner or someone looking to improve their skills, knowing the right materials is essential to achieving your artistic goals. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you that there's no one right way to begin your art journey. Everyone has their own preferences, styles, and budgets. However, in this video, we'll try to give you a general overview of the materials you'll need to get started. We'll be discussing the most common and beginner-friendly drawing materials, including pencils, paper, erasers, blending tools, and more. So let's jump right in. 1. Pencils. Pencils come in different grades, ranging from 9H to 9B. The H grades, such as 9H, 8H, and 7H, are harder, lighter, and have less graphite. They are suitable for creating lighter lines, shading, and sketching rough outlines. The B grades, such as 9B, 8B, and 7B, are softer, darker, and have more graphite. They are used for creating darker lines and shading, and are great for creating depth and contrast. Hand B pencils are often sold together in a set like HB pencils, which can be a great way to start. But if you're looking to purchase pencils individually, we recommend getting an H, HB, and B pencil. As a beginner in drawing, choosing the right paper can be overwhelming. There are various options available in the market, such as sketch paper, tracing paper, marker paper, and more. So, which one should you use? Let's take a look. First, let's talk about sketch paper. Sketch paper is perfect for beginners because it's versatile and comes in a range of thicknesses and textures. It's also relatively inexpensive, which makes it a great choice for practice and experimentation. Sketch paper is often used for pencil drawings, charcoal, and ink sketches, making it a great option for those who are just starting to explore their artistic side. Next, let's talk about tracing paper. Tracing paper is a thin, translucent paper that allows you to trace images or designs onto other surfaces. It's often used for tracing, drafting, and creating technical drawings. Tracing paper is also great for practicing your shading and toning techniques, since it allows you to see through the paper and make adjustments as you go. If you're interested in marker and pen drawings, then marker paper might be the best choice for you. Marker paper has a smooth, non-absorbent surface that prevents the ink from bleeding and smudging. This is important because markers and pens can be quite unforgiving, so having a paper that allows you to make precise lines and sharp edges is important. Finally, if you're interested in using watercolors, then watercolor paper is a must. Watercolor paper is thicker and more absorbent than regular paper, which makes it perfect for watercolor painting. It's also acid-free, which means it won't yellow or deteriorate over time. In conclusion, when it comes to choosing which drawing paper to use as a beginner, it really depends on what you want to explore and experiment with. Sketch paper, tracing paper, marker paper, and watercolor paper are all great choices for different techniques and styles. So, take some time to experiment with different papers and see which one works best for you and your creative vision. Three, erasers. Erasers are just as important as pencils when it comes to drawing. They can help you correct mistakes, lighten darker areas, and create highlights. There are two main types of erasers, kneaded erasers and vinyl erasers. Kneaded erasers are pliable, and you can shape them to fit the area you want to erase, making them perfect for correcting details. Vinyl erasers are firmer, and they are best for removing larger areas and tougher marks. 4. Blending tools. Blending tools like tortillons, blending stumps, and Q-tips are used for smudging and blending graphite or charcoal to create smooth gradients and transitions. Tortillons and blending stumps are made of rolled-up paper or felt, while Q-tips are cotton swabs. It's essential to have a few of these tools on hand to create different textures and effects in your drawings. Firstly, one of the most basic blending tools that you can use is your finger. Your finger can work well with soft mediums like charcoal or pastel. It can help in blending and smudging the mediums together to create a seamless gradient. However, it can be a bit messy and may not work well with harder mediums like colored pencils. Another great tool for blending is a blending stump or a tortillon. These are cylindrical tools made of paper or felt and are used for blending and smoothing out pencil or charcoal marks. They are a good alternative to using your fingers and are easy to control and precise. A blending brush is also a helpful tool, especially for paint or watercolor mediums. A soft bristled brush can easily blend colors together and create a smooth transition between different hues. You can also use a dry brush technique where you barely touch the paper to create a textured effect. Lastly, a blending marker can be useful for blending and shading with alcohol-based markers. These markers have a dual tip, with one end being a fine point for detailing, and the other is a chisel tip for blending colors together. They also provide a more controlled blending experience that can be helpful to beginners. Remember that each medium and surface will behave differently, and you may need to experiment to find which blending tool works best for your desired effect. But with these basic tools, you can start your blending journey with confidence. 5. Charcoal or graphite. Charcoal and graphite are both excellent drawing tools that can create a variety of tonal ranges in your work. Charcoal is darker, messier, and harder to control, making it more suitable for larger drawings. Graphite, on the other hand, is lighter, cleaner, and more precise, making it excellent for smaller sketches and details. 6. Fixative spray. A fixative spray is a clear coat that you can apply to your finished artwork to protect it from smudging, smearing, or fading. Once you've finished your drawing, spray it lightly with a fixative to keep your artwork looking beautiful for years to come. In conclusion, these are the basic materials you'll need to get started with drawing. Remember to experiment with different pencils, paper textures, and techniques to find what works for you. We hope you found this guide helpful and that it has inspired you to begin or continue your artistic journey. Good luck and happy drawing!